What's up everyone? Alex here. Most of you watching right now probably found me through the reviews and news videos that I make on the channel, so I wanted to take a quick detour from the usual videos I post and talk about why I love playing video games above all other hobbies. Don't worry, I won't be transitioning to vlog style videos anytime soon. I just thought it'd be nice if there was some context as to what I was doing, especially for the people who are new to the channel. But before that, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's watching this right now and is also subscribed to Backlog Battle. I know many people say this, but video games have truly been a part of my entire life. I'm not joking. My grandma actually opened an arcade across the kindergarten I attended while I was too young to comprehend what video games even were. In fact, when it was eventually shut down, it was an arcade next to a school. She was forced to divide the arcade machines between our relatives, with one of the machines remaining in our possession. I still remember rushing home after school and flicking a switch inside the machine to add credits to the game so that I can play it an unlimited number of times. I remember spending countless hours playing Galaga so I can get good enough to have a double shift consistently. However, I attribute my love for the hobby thanks to my dad. You see, I was living with my mom's family at the time, and after dealing with his own challenges, I finally met my dad when I was 9 years old. We rented a Famicom that day, and popped in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Seeing how the boxers telegraphed their moves and reacted to each of my punches was a sight to behold, and was far beyond what I was used to playing from the games my grandma had. Noticing how much I enjoyed it, my dad decided to buy me a Famicom with Jaleco's Exerion. From then on, video games became an even bigger part of my daily life. At school, I proudly showed my love for video games. I'd often make paper video games with controllers and moving characters, with me moving the player characters based on the other kids' button presses, and it was great. I even had a friend who I made new Mega Man robots with, and filled entire notebooks with drawings and ideas. But as I grew older, being a video gamer started becoming uncool, and I was bullied and ostracized because of the hobby I loved. It's because of this that I felt a very real need to connect with other people who love video games, and that opportunity came to me when Street Fighter 2 came out. Arcades became important again, and every weekend, I'd go to this one arcade at the bottom of this department store to play the latest fighting games. It was there that I met so many wonderful friends, some of whom were much older than me, who were just as passionate about playing video games as I was. And every year on my birthday, I held a tournament with friends from the neighborhood, as well as the few I met at school, who wanted to see who the best fighting game player was. As I started working various jobs and buying video games for myself, I realized that video games were becoming more mainstream. Sure, my family criticized me for spending time and money on video games, but the people I met both at work and at video game stores reinforced the idea that there were a variety of gamers out there. And as the internet became more prevalent, I noticed that people started posting video game reviews online, and I was excited at the idea of being able to talk about my hobby with even more people. It made me feel like part of a bigger community, and it was a welcoming one, where I could be myself and share my passions. Sometime later, after several jobs and graduating from college, I made a YouTube channel where I fell in love with making videos, and began podcasting as well. For reasons unrelated to video games, the channel fell apart, and I started working higher paying jobs rather than doing what I really enjoyed, talking about video games and building a community. But the itch of talking about video games never left. Soon after, I started a video game website and hosted a few video game podcasts, but later felt that I wanted to do so much more. I loved the creativity involved with making videos, and I've always felt that if I spent just enough time learning the craft, that I could be really good at it. This is where we arrive here at Backlog Battle, where I've decided to revisit my love for making videos and combining them again with talking about video games. It has been a dream fulfilled, working on videos on the channel for the past several years, and if you compare the early videos I posted to the latest ones you've likely seen recently, you'll realize quickly just how far we've come. And thanks to your help, Backlog Battle also has a fun-loving community of gamers who want nothing more than to talk about the latest video game news and play video games together. I'm a huge fan of hanging out with gamers from all walks of life, regardless of where you are in the world, and I intend on making Backlog Battle a place where people can rediscover their love for video games. This doesn't mean that we'll be immune to some of the industry's harsh realities, but it doesn't mean that we need to dwell on them either. To me, Backlog Battle, both the channel and its community, is a safe harbor for anyone who wants to enjoy the games that are coming out, and really feel that excitement that builds up every time a new game is announced. But what if we can do more? What if, say, We can attend E3, Gamescom, or Tokyo Game Show, or attend PAX Expos all across the globe and be able to meet and actually talk about and play video games together in person. What if we can hold giveaways every single month to help fill those backlogs with a game or two? And what if we can make our videos even better and be able to interview influential game makers like Yoko Taro, Cory Barlog, or Katsura Hashino and ask them questions that may sound trivial for other people to ask, but are the kind of fun and important questions the community really wants to know about? With your help, all of this can happen, which is why you should head over to patreon.com/mybacklogbattle and support us. But what does supporting us really mean? With your help, you'll be helping us upgrade our hardware to get ready for the next generation of consoles and beyond. You'll be providing us with the means to make more kinds of videos, beyond news and reviews, and more ways to enjoy and talk about video games with the community. You'd be providing us with more opportunities to talk with publishers and developers of all shapes and sizes. You'll be able to help choose the kinds of games we cover on the channel and gain a glimpse of what's to come. And more importantly, you'll be a part of a passionate global gaming community where empathy is a quality worth celebrating. We hope that you'll take the next step with us as we open a new chapter in the story of Backlog Battle. Once again, this is Alex, and thank you again for supporting our channel, and I look forward to creating new ways to talk about video games with you all.